10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
And finally, you'll see a new item in the FEFP. It's down here about in the middle, called the Putting Parents First Adjustment. This legislature has been very clear in legislation we've passed last year, before, in special session, and we're working on now, that parents are ultimately responsible for the decision of the decisions relating to their children. Most school districts shared that view. But unfortunately, we are in a time in which we have two schools of education, a collectivist school and a parental school. The collectivist school said that children are subjects of the school, will decide what to teach them, we will decide, we will make their medical decisions, we will decide what information is shared with parents, and others have chosen to stand with parents. We have a big issue with that this year, when a number of school districts intentionally broke the law. But 55 of them did not. And so we have created an allocation in this budget of $200 million for those 55 school districts. It is being given out based on their FTE counts to reward them for the decisions that they made. But where's that $200 million coming from? Turns out, at the school districts that had enough money to figure out how not to listen to parents, there are 1,644 non-teachers, non-in-school personnel. These are people who do not work in a school, either as a teacher, a principal, or anything else, that work in central offices making over $100,000 a year. 1,644 in those counties alone. Their salaries are $200 million. And that is where we will be funding the Putting Parents First categorical. Members, I appreciate the support from our Speaker and Chair Trumbull and their continued commitment to our school children, and for allowing me to present this proposed pre-K through 12 budget today. I know there's going to be a lot of information coming at you all at once, so please remember that as you continue to review the document, don't hesitate to reach back out to me or staff should you have any questions. I'll answer a couple of questions if members would like. You are recognized, Representative Bartleman.
Thank you, Chair Fine. Can you just explain to me the $200 million? You mean you're going to take it out from the other 67 counties, take it away from the other 67 counties to give to the other, not the 67 counties? You're going to take it away from the other districts and give it to the districts, the other districts? There
are 55 counties that are receiving an additional 55 counties receiving an additional $200 million being funded by administrative personnel at school districts that clearly have more folks than they need and that are paid a lot of money. You may not agree with me on that point, but that is my view, and this is my recommendation. Yes.
Okay, a follow-up? Mm-hmm. So basically, you're going to deduct from their pot that money, but some administrators are necessary, and so I think we're going to agree to disagree.
I fully expect that. But,
that was on the floor.
I think we were
okay.
As a legislature working with our governor, that when we set policy, we expect it to be followed. We make policy here, we make policy in the budget, and it's not, we want to thank also those who stood with parents and followed with policy. All right, with that, I'm going to wrap things up. I don't want to have a debate on this. We'll have it next week in the Appropriations Committee. So we're going to wrap things up. Members, this concludes our meeting for today. Future meetings will be on member policy bills. We're scheduled to meet next Tuesday from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Before the committee, Representative Hawkins moves we rise. Seeing none, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you, sir.